Welcome to Riga. Hello there and welcome back to the channel. So today it's going to be a non-stop adventure of Riga, Latvia, where we are going from Vilnius, Lithuania using Flixbus. You've already seen where we were staying in Lithuania. So very nice cottage. Today let's see what Riga has to offer for us. And we are out walking to the north bus station of Vilnius. Morning scenes of this relaxed city. Vilnius North Bus Station is the main stop for international routes including Flixbus services to Riga and beyond. We had to wait here for a couple of minutes before our bus arrived. And we have located the bus stop to go to Riga from Vilnius. This is the one. It's called Vilnius North Student 2 ST. So if you're going towards Riga, then this is the spot. And if you're going towards Warsaw or some other place, then it should be to the other side of the road. The bus ride covered about 300 kilometers and took about 4 hours. The roads were smooth and it's mostly a peaceful journey through the Baltic countryside. There's no passport check at the border since both countries are in the Schengen area, just a quiet crossing and straight into Latvia. Well, that was the case while going to Latvia at least. Welcome to Riga, Latvia. After about 4 hours of the bus ride, we are here in the capital of Latvia. Fascinating weather, amazing city. Our hotel, the Antique Apart Hotel, is just a stone's throw away from the bus stop. We're gonna go there, rest for a while, and then go out to eat.
So first impression of Riga, completely different than what we saw and what we felt in Vilnius. This is much more
Cosmopolitan.
yeah, bigger, lot of influx of different people, and it has its own vibe, own charm. It's big. This city is bigger and has its unique qualities.
Streets look busier. You have a lot of different kinds of people over here.
Yeah.
And yeah, the overall vibes gives out this cosmopolitanness.
Yeah, it's very similar to other big cities we have been through. So yeah, interesting. So we are now
Searching for our apartment.
yeah. The instructions have been given, so we are trying to follow them and let's see how it goes. We are there.
3663 Yes. And we are inside Antique Apart Hotel. Pretty nice flowery room.
Yeah.
Nice big bed. A TV, heater. Good washroom.
Yeah.
So this is our room number 1. And this is the common area of the apartment. Nice paintings, a violin, kitchen area. There's free tea and coffee all day long. Some crackers, sweets. Overall, a very cozy space. It lives up to its name. Antique hotel, right? The first thing that we do when we reach any new city is to eat. So that's exactly what we are gonna do right now. So the idea right now would be to go to a Nepali restaurant, a very renowned restaurant over here in this area. Why Nepali? Being in Latvia, because yesterday, if you have seen our vlog, we indulged ourselves in potatoes, cheese, sour cream, a lot of classic Baltic flavors. So it's time for a break from that. So we're gonna try a cuisine which we love a lot, the both of us, and at night we're gonna again have Baltic cuisine.
We see a lot of student population over here, a lot of mixed population.
Young population in the city, which we did not see in Vilnius.
Exactly, and the streets sort of remind us of Chisinau, a little bit of Bucharest, honestly. So overall, it's quite a chill city.
Getting good vibes out of this place.
Yep.
Latvia is a small but fascinating country, home to just under 2 million people. It's known for its deep forests, ancient traditions, and a strong connection to nature. Latvian culture blends Baltic roots with influences from German, Russian, and Scandinavian neighbors. It's part of the European Union, and they use the euro here, which makes travel for us super easy.
We thoroughly enjoyed the warm meal prepared for us, which included fried rice, noodles, and obviously momos.
And right after the lunch, we have been greeted by a hailstorm. We have taken refuge at a parking. Actually, the rain has slowed down a bit. Lunch was quite good. We had Nepali food after quite a long time now. The weather is starting to get better. We had a brief spell of hailstorm and rain. Now we are back on the road after this brief halt. Nonetheless, we still have our umbrellas on us because we cannot trust the weather over here. This is the Supreme Court of Latvia, standing right opposite of the Orthodox Church. We'll pop by the Nativity Cathedral, an Orthodox church. We are about to enter the Nativity Cathedral, which is a 19th century cathedral of Christ, which is famous for its golden dome and ornate interior architecture. We stopped by the Nativity of Christ Cathedral here. The golden domes are alone worth the visit actually. It's the largest Orthodox church in the Baltics, built in the 1800s during the Russian rule. Inside, the atmosphere is serene, with beautifully painted icons and intricate chandeliers. It's a quiet spiritual space right at the heart of the city. One thing we really loved about Riga is how green it feels. No matter where we walked, we never were far away from a stretch of grass, a quiet bench under the trees, or a peaceful path to wander. Locals use these spaces to relax, meet friends, or just to slow down in the fast-paced city.
Why go to Amsterdam to see tulip gardens? It's right here in Latvia. After Vilnius. Wow.
It's in Netherlands with Latvia. Riga as a city really comes alive during springtime, and tulips are the stars of the show. We saw them blooming all over the city. The city plants thousands of tulips every year, adding a burst of color to every walk. So there's a Latvian author called Yanis Plexans. This monument, called the Raina or Rainis monument, is over here as a solemn homage to him, who was widely known by his pen name Rhinus. It was erected in 1965.
So this installation was commissioned by the municipality of Riga to mark the anniversary, 500-year anniversary of the first printed book in Latvia. Nice. Interesting tree houses next to the church. Art Academy of Latvia.
Not that far from the Art Nouveau area.
Yep.
At the same place is the Latvian National Museum of Art. Riga is often called the Art Nouveau capital of Europe, and once we walked through the district, we clearly saw why. The buildings here are incredibly detailed, with sculpted faces, mythological creatures, and flowing lines decorating nearly every surface. One of the most famous is the building at Alberta Street 13. It's a masterpiece of the 20th century design, created by architect Mikhail Eisenstein. It's like architecture with personality, bold, impressive, and impossible to ignore.
Right in front of the Russian embassy. Oops. Louvre in Riga.
Riga is the heart of Latvia and the largest city in the Baltics. The Daugava River runs right through it, and the architecture is a stunning mix of medieval spires, Art Nouveau facades, and modern glass. It's walkable, compact, and full of character, a place where every street feels like it tells a story. We are right now at the Bastei Kalna Park. Not sure fully about the pronunciation, but we are looking at the Freedom Monument, which is a 42-meter monument built in order to honor the Latvians who lost their lives fighting for the independence in 1918 and 1920. We visited the Freedom Monument, one of the most important symbols in Latvia. It honors soldiers who died during Latvia's independence battles in the early 20th century. Locals still bring flowers over here, and there's often a ceremonial guard standing by.
Located in the eastern edge of the city of Riga, this park has been expanded to include more monuments and facilities, and the ground was reshaped by considerable landfills and city canal connected to the eastern suburb by new bridges. Latvian National Opera on the other side. We have entered the old town area, and as you can see, a lot of tourists.
Riga's Old Town is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it's super easy to see why. We wandered through cobble streets lined with pastel-colored buildings, stumbled upon hidden courtyards, and soaked in the vibe over there. There's history literally in every corner, from Gothic spires of legendary churches to quirky statues in every corner.
So up ahead, this is the powder tower, which was once part of the defense wall of Riga. Now this is a museum. So this is now a museum, which is Latvian Museum of War.
Jacob's Barracks is one of the longest historical buildings in Riga, which was originally built in the 18th century to house Swedish soldiers. Today, it's been transformed into a charming row of shops, cafes, and small offices. The pastel facades and red roofs make it one of the most photogenic spots just outside the old town walls. It's a great example of how Riga blends its history with everyday life.
One of the gates of the fort.
This 17th century gate is the remnant of the city's old medieval fortification walls, known as the Swedish Gate today. One of the many legendary gates to enter the legendary old town of Riga.
Exactly.
We are now looking at St. Jacob's Catholic Cathedral of Riga. It's basically a 13th century church which has now been made into a cathedral with a striking Gothic belfry. In January 1991, the Latvian people, in their non-violent struggle against the Soviet occupation military forces, erected barricades for the protection of the most important government and public buildings. And that right in front of us is now called the Memorial to the Barricades of 1991.
Here we have an open-air museum highlighting the history of the Baltic countries. St. Mary's Church.
We are right now in front of what is called the Three Brothers, the iconic trio of dwellings from the medieval era, also the site of the Latvian Museum of Architecture.
For centuries, these closely built structures are known as the Three Brothers, and legend has it that they had been built by the three men of one family. It is the oldest medieval dwelling houses in Riga. The one belonging to the oldest brother was built around 1490, the middle one was built in 1646, and the third one was built in the second half of the 17th century. So we are in the Dome Square now.
Dome Square is one of the largest open spaces in the old town of Riga. It is home to the impressive Riga Cathedral. It's the kind of place where one can sit for a while and watch life go by. Street musicians, tourists, locals on a lunch break. The energy shifts depending on the time of the day, but it's always warm and welcoming.
So now we are in the Dome Square.
And that is the Cathedral of Riga, which is a medieval Lutheran church.
Nice. So this picturesque street is well known for the Soviet Sherlock Holmes fans It's one of the areas where Sherlock Holmes was shot in Soviet version.
We are right now at the Town Hall Square or the Rathaus Square of Riga. Town Hall Square is one of the most picturesque spots in Riga. Surrounded by beautifully restored buildings, it's a space that blends history and energy. Whether you're here during a quiet morning or when the square is bustling with visitors, there's always a sense of grandeur over here. And this majestic brick building in front of us is called the House of the Blackheads. It was originally built in the 14th century, around 1334 year, for unmarried German merchants, and later on it became the town hall, and today it's one of the most beautiful, renowned, famous and bright buildings in the center of the old town of the city. The House of the Blackheads is indeed a building in the city which is impossible to miss. It is in the middle of the old town. Despite being destroyed in World War II, it has been meticulously rebuilt and feels almost like a portal into the city's trading past. This is the Latvian Historic Archives, and right next to it is the Rifleman Monument.
This is the current city hall. Roland statue.
That's the Roland statue, a knight statue. The Daugava River cutting across the city of Riga. What an exquisite sight. That building in front of us is the National Library of Latvia, across the Daugava River. We enjoyed walking along the Daugava River, which offered completely different perspectives on the city. We got sweeping views of the city, especially the contrast between the old church spires and modern buildings across the water.
First decorated Christmas tree in Riga.
In 1510.
Interesting.
Exploring Riga on foot is a joy in itself. The old town is compact and full of character. Cobblestone streets twist past Gothic towers, Art Nouveau facades, and cozy courtyards. Just walking without a plan is one of the best ways to feel the city's rhythm. After buying souvenirs, we are right now chilling at the Town Hall Square with the cat. Or is it a rat? A little bit off the typical tourist path, but a stone's throw away from our antique hotel in Riga is the Riga Circus, which is one of the oldest permanent circuses in Northern Europe. It is a cultural icon with deep roots in the city's history and has been undergoing a modern transformation in recent years. Done exploring this fascinating medieval city of Riga.
Yeah.
We saw the modern bits as well. So we are going to end this vlog here today. Thank you for tuning in. If you have enjoyed watching our video, then do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, and see you in our next vlog.
Do not forget to like, share and subscribe.